Welcome back to Real Estate with CT, guys. Listen, I had a question, and so I'm going to give an answer. And the question was, is the real estate market going to collapse like it did in '05? The quick answer to that is no. Because the factors that caused the real estate market to collapse in '05 are completely different as to why the prices are kind of starting to go down on real estate today. Here, let me take a quick second to explain. In 2005, when the real estate market collapsed, the problem was it was due to predatory lending. The banks were giving people that were not qualified for these loans. They were doing no-doc loans, which means you didn't have to bring in no documentation. They didn't check any credit score. You could literally work in McDonald's and say you make $300,000, and they would put you in a $500,000 house that had an ARM, which is an adjustable rate mortgage. So basically, you would have a low interest rate like what you had in 21 and 22 of like 2%. So you may have a $500,000 house with a $1,500 a month mortgage payment, and then once the interest rates adjusted back to 4 and 5%, it'll jump up to $3,500 or $4,000, and people couldn't afford it. And because they had not put any money down, it was zero down payment. They would just say, "Hey, can't afford it," and walk off, and walk out of the house and just leave it on the market. And so that caused the banks to have an influx of properties that people just walked away from and that they couldn't afford. So now it's left to the bank, and that's what flooded the market. It was a big thing of foreclosures, and they were doing RIOs and short sales, the whole nine. So that is completely different than what's going on now. What's going on now is there was an artificial inflation of equity during the pandemic because of the moratorium on having to pay your mortgage. So you think about it. People didn't have to pay their mortgage for 2 years, so that caused a shortage in home sales. If you don't have to pay your mortgage, why would you sell your home? So that caused a shortage in home sales, and the work from home went up, so people decided they wanted to live in the state that they wanted to live in. So a lot of people started looking to buy homes. So now people not selling homes, there are more people looking to buy homes. That creates a shortage. So then the demand means economics 101 means that price of the houses have to go up. So once the price of the houses go up, now that is the only way to minimize demand. So now the prices of the houses went up. So now everything is stabilized where people are paying their mortgages again. So the house prices are kind of going back down. But they're never going to just go all the way back down to what they were in '05. Yeah, the market is adjusting itself, but the price of houses has forever gone up. So people who bought 10 years ago, they're going to have equity, and their houses will never fall back down to what they paid for them 10 years ago. It's just not going to happen. So guys, don't look for this major collapse and people going to be back out here buying houses for $55,000 and $40,000 that's worth $300,000. That's not going to happen. Sorry to tell you, it's just not going to happen. But the housing prices are probably going to adjust down 10-15%, but they're still up 30-40%. So don't fall for the hype, guys. I just wanted to make sure I made that video because people have been asking that question. So I kind of want to give you some insight on that. So stay tuned. We're going to have some Zoom links. We're going to have some stuff going on as far as first-time home buyer seminars. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next one.